Hello everyone, and welcome to Brinkstone Vault. Today we're diving into the hot topic of the trader's Gilded Brutosaur, a new mount Blizzard recently added to the store for $90. Now, this isn't just any mount. It comes with an auction house and mailbox built in, making it super convenient for players who want easy access to these features. The community reaction so far has been super positive. Everyone is really excited to finally get their hands on a cool auction house mount. Nothing but happy vibes on the forums. No, who am I kidding? It's a shit show, obviously. So why is this such a big deal? Well, for starters, the Gilded Brutosaur is similar to the Caravan Brutosaur, which was removed from the game a while back and used to cost a whopping 5 million gold. A lot of players are upset about having to pay real money now to get what feels like an in-game advantage. And with the patch currently in a buggy state, many think Blizzard's timing is less than ideal. The pay-to-win vibe here is real for some, especially with features like the auction house and mailbox being tied to a cash purchase. Let's talk about the WoW token for a second. Since this mount was announced, the price of the token has been skyrocketing, with people trying to exchange gold for tokens to buy the mount. And while technically, with enough gold, you could get it for cheaper than the original Brutosaur, a lot of players feel that putting it behind a paywall is a slap in the face, especially since we're already paying $15 a month for the sub, and $60 expansions every couple of years. The cash store just feels like too much for some. It really raises the question of whether the cash store should even exist in a game that already charges so much for subscriptions and expansions. If World of Warcraft was free to play, I think people would be way more okay with store mounts and microtransactions. But when you're already forking over so much money just to play the game, being asked to pay even more for exclusive mounts like this doesn't sit well with a lot of players. The frustration is understandable. Then, there's the whole streamer influence. Remember when a popular streamer told their viewers to spit on people who bought store mounts? Yeah, that led to some serious division in the community. It's crazy how much weight streamers' opinions hold nowadays. If they say something, a lot of people jump on the bandwagon, whether it makes sense or not. But let's not forget that mounts are personal. Everyone has their favorites, and when a mount someone really likes gets locked behind the cash shop, it's easy to understand why they'd be upset. It feels like the mount they wanted to grind for in-game has just become a purchase-only item. But in all honesty, there are so many amazing mounts already available through gameplay. I'd argue some of the in-game mounts are far cooler than what you can buy in the store. But again, that's a subjective opinion, and everyone has their own tastes. Here's another interesting thing that happens. Players who don't care about store mounts often get insulted or ridiculed by the ones who do. It's like if you buy the mount, you're automatically seen as the enemy. Is it jealousy? Frustration? I'm not sure, but people sure do love to argue about it. Some comments on forums and social media are just straight up toxic, with players bashing each other over their choice to spend money on a mount. It's really unnecessary. Now, my personal opinion? Store mounts are a non-issue. I don't think they harm the game, and for those who enjoy them, great. If you don't like it, don't buy it. The problem is, it's kind of trendy to hate everything Blizzard does right now. It feels like no matter what they release, a certain portion of the community will always jump on the hate train. Whether it's deserved or not, it just seems to be in style to criticize every move the devs make. Ultimately, I think the trader's Gilded Brutosaur isn't really that big of a deal. It's just a mount after all, and whether you buy it or not doesn't really impact anyone else's gameplay experience. But I do understand the frustrations, especially with the timing and the price. Blizzard could have handled this release better, especially with all the bugs going on in the patch right now. So what do you think? Are you planning to buy the trader's Gilded Brutosaur? Or do you think this is just another frustrating example of Blizzard putting cool things behind a paywall? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Drop your comments below, and let's keep the discussion going. Thanks for watching. And do not spend all your money at once, and I will see you in the next one.